You've told me about your program to have teens and young adults that you coach move on to coach other teens and young adults. How do you do that?
You teach them about positive affirmation. You could teach them basic life coaching skills where people don't care about people like they used to. And I believe a lot of that has to do with all the telecommunication devices, and it's making people socially inept to dealing with other people socially. Just for simple instance, walk up to somebody and look them in the eyes nowadays. They're not gonna look at you in the eyes. They're gonna look away because they become extremely uncomfortable. Back in the day, when you talk to somebody, you look at them in the eyes. Now, people are like, why are you looking at me in the eyes? There's a problem. So, just for simple instance, kids nowadays, they don't know how to communicate with each other. And if you teach them communication skills, you teach them how to be a speaker, a leader instead of a follower. You give them a step-by-step process, a platform to help kids around them. Kids are ready to be politically active with the gun rights, drug rights, etc. They want to get out there, and you got to give them a way to do it. You got to give them an avenue. You come up with a certification where they can complete a certain amount of tasks, write some essays on some very important questions, maybe go to the Special Olympics. All these are little things, the March of Dimes, they compete in a marathon, they get involved in a kickball team, etc. And you can make it like a specialty group of kids that are willing to get together and try to make a difference and try to bring other kids into this. And once you give them a certification, this kid can walk around and say, my name is so-and-so, I'm a life coach, and let me tell you what gives me purpose. And once they start seeing the reaction from other kids, because in my life, I've dealt with the worst of the worst. If you think you're messed up out here, you're not messed up. I've dealt with the worst of the worst. And when I taught them this and gave them this charge, all of a sudden I'd walk by their bunks or their cells and I hear them talking to other people about the methods and philosophy that I use, sharing their perspective and giving people suggestions on how to look at things. Some people don't know how to look at things. You know, there's not a book on how to live your life. Well, you can give somebody a book on how to, every time you think of a misfortune, thinking about a blessing. When you hear somebody next to you, you don't even need to know them. You hear them complaining about something, look at them and tell them, you're breathing right now and your heart's beating. That's a blessing. You know, it's just coming up with little things like that and letting people know when you fall, there's somebody here to help you get back up. That's what defines you in this world. You're gonna fall. You're gonna fail. But what are you gonna do about it?